If you want to see things like this, positive changes that are tangible and current to occur, you have to be a radical and operate within the system. All right, so I was just talking about the 2020 Xander Hall cross-country Florida to California road trip / move that I did. Very fun journey, very cool story, and as many of you guys know, as I've made this pretty public, I'm not too concerned about the city I live in being public. I mean, it's not that big a deal. I live in Palm Springs, California. That is where I moved. A beautiful town, a very expensive town, but a very beautiful town. I like living here. I pay a lot of money to live here, but you know, it's, as you can see here from the from this picture of, what road is this? Is this this is Farrell, right? I've been on this road. Like, this is a fairly frequently driven on road. To give you guys a geographical understanding of where this place is, it's a little bit north and east of LA, out in the desert, and it's in the Coachella Valley. It's not far from where they do Coachella. Very nice town, very pretty, just surrounded by mountains and desert, just goddamn gorgeous. Thank you, Courtney. Very beautiful place to live. I love it here. And they just passed a little bit of a bill. Passed a little bit of a something today. Palm Springs moves ahead with universal income pilot program for transgender non-binary residents. Base department? Base department? The Palm Springs City Council approved the proposal at a meeting on March 24th, which will kickstart the program with $200,000 to fund initial research and planning. Pretty based. Love Palm Springs? Hell yeah. A Southern California city is moving ahead with a plan to provide transgender and non-binary residents monthly payments as part of a guaranteed income pilot program, anticipated to roll out over the next year. The Palm Springs City Council approved the proposal at a meeting on March 24th, which will kickstart the program with $200,000 to fund initial research and planning. The pilot program would eventually provide monthly payments to a number of transgender and non-binary residents in Palm Springs, with no stipulations on how the money can be spent. I'm sorry, my nose is so itchy. I gotta blow my nose really fast. Sorry about that. I had a really bad nosebleed before streams. There's like a little bit of clotted blood still in there, and it was just kind of like tickling in there, so I had to blow my nose. My bad. A Southern California city is moving ahead with a plan to provide transgender and non-binary residents monthly payments as part of a guaranteed income pilot program, anticipated to roll out over the next year. The Palm Springs City Council approved the proposal at a meeting on March 24th, which will kickstart the program with a $200,000 to fund initial research and planning. The pilot program would eventually provide monthly payments to a number of transgender and non-binary residents in Palm Springs, with no stipulations on how the money can be spent. A Palm Springs City Council report highlights transgender and non-binary residents as particularly vulnerable due to unemployment, homelessness, assault, and discrimination. The program will also look at state funding from the $35 million allocated in 2021 towards the guaranteed income programs across California. The program, in partnership with Palm Springs-based DAP Health and QueerWorks, would roll out in 3 phases, with the launch expected between October and February 2023. Residents would be invited to apply in March, according to a city report. The Palm Beach pilot program is part of a broader trend of cities like Stockton, Los Angeles, San Francisco, providing supplemental income to at-risk residents. The application period for Los Angeles County's Guaranteed Income Program began last week. The program will give 1,000 county residents $1,000 per month for 3 years. Damn. Applicants in Los Angeles are required to meet certain income and residency requirements, in addition to being negatively affected by COVID-19. Yeah, so for the LA one, is that the case? Yeah, the applicants in Los Angeles have to have been affected by COVID. Palm Springs and Los Angeles County are not alone in their effort to provide extra cash to residents. El Monte and Long Beach are also working on similar programs that would provide payments of $500 to select residents. The idea of universal income first garnered national interest in 2019 when Stockton Mayor Michael Tubbs, then the youngest mayor in the U.S., gave 125 residents payments of $500 for 2 years, thanks to a privately funded program. The idea took off further when Democratic candidate Andrew Yang, running in the 2020 presidential election, proposed universal payments for all American adults. For more information on the Palm Springs pilot program and for a tentative timeline of the program's rollout, view the document linked here. All right. So, this is based. Thoughts, chat? Thoughts? What are your thoughts, chat? I'm very curious. I want to hear your thoughts. I'm going to sit back. I want to see what you guys have to say about this. What are your thoughts? I have to agree. I am inclined to agree with the chat. I find this to be quite based. And in fact, not only do I think it's very based, I think it is a near perfect demonstration of why engaging with local politics is so goddamn important. Let me go ahead and tell you guys a little bit about my city of Palm Springs. It's fairly large. It's not like huge, but I mean, it's kind of a small little city. Look up Palm Springs on Google Maps and look at it and like scroll out and compare it to Los Angeles or some other larger city. It's a fairly smaller city or town in the grand scheme of things. With that said, though, due to the fact that it is a very left-wing voter base, the fact that everybody here votes blue and votes Democrat and elects left-wing representatives means that locally based policies like this can get passed. You think about like the effect of local politics, and even if you know it's important, you probably have the stereotype in your mind of, but is it really as important as like nationwide politics? But look at this. If you're trans and you get a politician or a group of politicians elected that are in favor of a policy like this, that can be the difference between you being broke and getting $900 or $1,000 a month in UBI because you're trans. Now, I'm not saying this can happen everywhere or always. All I'm saying is this can happen. This is a possible impact that participating in local electoral politics can have. I know a lot of you guys are like super radical, lefty, whatever. I get that. And maybe you guys think electoralism is cringe, you don't like voting or whatever, but I hate to break it to you, but there's no revolution coming. Not anytime soon. If you want to see things like this, positive changes that are tangible and current to occur, you have to be a radical and operate within the system. Doing one does not exclude you from doing the other. Don't trick yourself into thinking that. You can be a radical who believes the system is flawed, while also recognizing we have to work within it practically to achieve the bare minimum amount of positive change for the sake of harm reduction. Never let people trick you into thinking that's not an option. When the time comes for you guys to come out and participate, you guys gotta do it. The end game of this whole streaming thing that I'm doing isn't just to stream to you guys and just fuck off all day. I would like to actually take it to the next level and maybe do some real political action beyond like raising money for a charity on a stream. You know, I'd like to really take it to the next step. And to do that, well, we're going to need a lot of support. And you guys are going to have to be really into it. I'm going to get really, really honest with you guys. You guys hate talking about real politics. I uploaded a video about the very first Amazon union in New York State getting started, and it got 1,000 views in a day. My video from yesterday about Blair White got 8,000 views in a day. And the reason for that is quite obvious. The vast majority of you guys aren't here to learn about politics. You're not here to be educated, and you're not here to have your opinions challenged or to enhance your knowledge in any way. You're really not. You're lying to yourself if you think you are. The viewership on videos that talk about topics that really matter compared to the stuff that's just entertaining is quite evident. And I'm not talking shit. It's just how people are. Xanderhall, I think it's because Vosh cucked you covering that the day before. Nope, Astatine. The same thing happens to Vosh. Go look at any video where Vosh talks about a real serious political topic, like the kind of stuff that's really serious. Look at the views on that, and then look at the videos where Vosh talks about some dumb drama. Tell me which has more views. Tell me which gets more engagement. Tell me which makes him more money. Tell me which is more worthwhile doing. I'm sorry, guys, but like, you'll bitch about me not doing enough like hardcore mainstream politics enough, and then you'll get like you guys won't watch when I do. So yeah, I'm gonna continue to talk mostly about the stuff that you guys will actually watch, but stuff like this where we talk about local politics and whatnot, we're still gonna do that. And I am going to bully the fuck out of you guys when the time comes to take part in local elections. I am gonna bully the fuck out of you guys into actually doing it, because I know that for most of you guys, the progressive stuff and the oh yeah praxis haha is posturing. Well, to be fair, the people you're talking to right now are the live chat viewers, so most of them see a lot of what you talk about regardless of whether it's drama or actually important, but the video views are dependent on mostly non-viewer viewers. Well, to be, yeah, I'm talking right now to like the VOD, like the video VOD, like the people who watch the video VOD, and hell, even the people who watch the video VOD, unless I make this title very exciting, are probably going to be the same people who would watch, not the people who would want to see it, but regardless, you know, it's worth saying. Do you think that stream audience and video audience might be different? Yeah, it's wild. I really wish more of my video audience would come to stream. It's really crazy. Like, they are clueless. Like, a lot of them legitimately only watch stream segments, and when they comment about things, like, they are so clueless. I still get comments on any video that goes up where I'm wearing the Shadow onesie, asking why I'm wearing a Shadow the Hedgehog onesie. It's true. It's true. Anyway, I think this is a pretty just amazing demonstration of why electoral politics is so important, especially on the local level. So get involved. If you enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like. If you want to support me and see more from me, please consider subscribing and ringing the bell icon. If you want to support me financially, you can donate, subscribe, or gift a sub to me on my website, xanderhall.com/live, or you can support me through YouTube, Twitch, Streamlabs, Stream Elements, or Patreon. And of course, if you want to follow me on any of my other social media, it's all linked down below, including my Instagram, Twitter, Twitter, TikTok, and my fan Discord. Please consider joining all of them. And of course, with all that said, thank you so much for watching, and have a good one.